League, sports, news, it's on the Rift.
Ladies and gentlemen, summoners and one-tricks, challengers and woodies. This is League Sports News. It's on the Rift. And I'm your host, Lord Flap. Our top stories tonight: LUL CK, Die Phoenix Die, welcome to Burger Kingdom, can I take your order please? And finally, Silver Scrapes. But first, hundreds of thousands of LEC viewers were caught one-handed, get it? One-handed? They were all caught one-handed as they witnessed the latest cold open from the broadcast, which is argued to be one of their very best so far, starring Indiana Frosker in black, Daniel Drakus, and last but not least, Chrissy Ender Frierson, as it seemed to be a complete parody of Star Wars. But let's just say it was Froskurin that stole the show with her amazing but brutal one-liner.
I don't like mad. They're coarse and rough and irritating. And they get everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth.
Don't f***ing touch me.
Speaking of the LEC this weekend, we witnessed the death of the Miracle Run for Schalke. Press F to pay respects. And Rogue annihilated Mad Lions in their battle for the semi-finals. However, the one thing that was always expected to steal the show was once again Fnatic vs G2. A nail-biting 5 games, fans having heart attacks, and a dramatic ending, all topped off this incredible 5-game series, which even included our beloved Silver Scrapes.
Well, that was about the best introduction possible. You guys at home didn't get to see the live rendition from Andrew Vedius Day. It is the last game of our Kings match here between G2 and Fnatic.
Viewers were stunned as Fnatic beat the current champions G2 Esports in a shocking end to the game, which is the first time in over 2 years and 875 days. That's right, it was spring 2018, the last time Fnatic actually managed to beat G2 in a best of 5. We now go live to some of the Fnatic fans for an immediate reaction. Fnatic's on fire, G2 is terrified, Fnatic's on fire, G2 is terrified, Fnatic's on fire, G2 is terrified, Fnatic's on fire. Na 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 na. Still on the topic of LEC, many fans were left in hysterics when Zuma, aka Mr. Ender Casts, decided to break the caster table during the midst of this best of 5, and many fans were so concerned over his potential wage deduction because of this incident, they ran to support and even offered to pay for the table themselves.
Teams playing just on a knife's edge in the final game.
You broke the table!
I broke the table, okay?
For the first time.
Summoners playoffs around the world are well and truly underway as we come closer to the start of the World Championships being held in Shanghai. Currently, 18 teams have managed to qualify for the World Championships. The LEC has been awarded 4 after the incident of not being allowed an MSI this year, but many fans were quick to question why there seems to be 7 European mids attending Worlds this season and not 4. The answer being quite simply, NA is a trash region that has to steal mid laners from other regions. Moving on to our next story, we have to ask ourselves, what's going on over there? That's right, we're going to talk about across the world right now in other minor regions, such as LUL CK. In the LUL CK, there was a horrible technical delay which actually spanned almost 3 hours. In the end, officials decided playing on the tournament realm was unfeasible and said to themselves, okay, this is what we're going to do, we're going to put all of our players onto a live server, which just so happens to be a different patch. Because that's the right thing to do in a technical issue such as this. I mean, it's not as if they were having a game that decided who went to Worlds, is it? Oh wait, it was. And just to add insult to injury, once everyone had finally managed to get everything prepared and restart the games on this new patch, there was another problem. Because every single fan watching the show had found out that it was now on a live server, they decided to spam the shit out of every single player in the game with notifications. Good job, lol CK. Good job.
There it is. What's happening now is that the original pause was a settings pause. This pause... This pause is the original issue pause, which is what I said before. The players are getting a bunch of invitations, and they can't play the game because of it. They're too distracted, they're getting all these notifications, and so, yeah.
Across the pond in North Omega Lull, we witnessed Cloud9 being destroyed by Bjerge Kingdom as he solo killed the entirety of Cloud9 out of Worlds contention. Some are saying that TSM has racked up a huge medical bill because the poor guy literally broke his back carrying his useless teammates once again. Moving on to our next story of the evening, Die Phoenix Die. That's correct, instead of Rise Phoenix or the song Phoenix, we're now seeing Fun Plus Phoenix being kicked out of contention for Worlds by a team known by Victory 5. I've never heard of them either in the LPL until today when I found out they were a team. But that feels kinda bad, not making Worlds after being the champions. Back over in the LEC, fans were left with tons of speculation regarding players' contracts. Some to note, Reckless and Hylissang's contracts are running out in November of 2020 this year. However, that wasn't the main story, as lots of people were beginning to question what was going on with XL's own Kadril. Many are suggesting the LEC broadcast was attempting to poach him, but this was quickly shot down when boomer known as Trevor Quickshot Henry decided to brutally murder both Kadril and XL live on broadcast.
These kind of teams are pretty strong.
Oh,
but
hang on. There's no XL, right?
There's no XL.
There's no XL. Oh, do you know what? The deepest run XL make it to U Masters is with Kadril because he'll actually be casting and might get to playoffs. This year, Europe is also sending young talent to Worlds as
One Tricks and Trolls, that's all the time we have for this week. Thank you ever so much for tuning in to the very first episode of League Sports News, your new home for all the latest League of Legends news. Hopefully we'll see you all next week so that you can keep up with everything going on. This is League Sports News. It's on the Rift.